Hey there, viewers. So, got a quick video for you. Just want to make a video on why these 1.5 liter turbos fail head gaskets. So there's probably a lot of information out there on the interwebs about this, but I guess I probably want to make one for my own on my channel. So I already have one with the cylinder head off of this car. So let's see. Let's start with the head bolts. So this didn't have a head gasket failure. I'm just doing dissective surgery right now to figure out why this is happening. And then as you can see, yeah, you'll probably see this in a future video, but probably not soon. This is gonna be taking a while. Anyways, let's start with the head bolts. These are 10mm head bolts with a 12mm head. It's pretty skinny compared to like the K series motor or the J35 or like Honda V6s. They're pretty skinny, and when you torque them to 22 foot-pounds and then you do the one time 165 degrees if you're using new head bolts, or 140 degrees if you're reusing the head bolts, it turns out to be like 54 foot-pounds. It's not a whole lot of torque, and I think that's why this is one of the reasons why they are failing head gaskets, because there's not enough clamping force on that head gasket. Show you how much torque is 165 degrees. Oh. 50 foot-pounds. It's not a whole lot of torque. "48 foot-pounds. Again, not a whole lot of torque on these head bolts. Oh yeah, and we also tore the filter open if you wanted to know. Okay, so the other thing is the head gasket. So if you ever notice these 1.5 liter turbo head gaskets, for a multi or an MLS head gasket, usually there's more than three layers. It's 3 layers or more, but this one only has 2. And what happens is you better make sure these head gaskets are very unforgiving, right? And any kind of imperfections in the head, any kind of slight variations in warpage in the head or the block, these things are going to leak, right? So you better be damn sure that your block is completely flat. Same with your cylinder head, right? Because with it's only 2 layers. It's literally just 2 layers, K series motor is like 3. But yeah, I think this is one of the reasons why they're also failing head gaskets. The other thing is there's this coolant passage that goes in between, right? That allows coolant through here. And which is also one of the reasons why I think they're failing head gaskets, is because those head bolts aren't clamping down on the head gasket enough. It's actually breaching and burning up the head gasket, and then you get coolant leaking into it. So it's not just one thing; it's a whole bunch of, I guess, a whole bunch of engineering that maybe somebody didn't thought out very well before they created this engine. It's my opinion. So we actually have one right beside me. Another coworker is doing a head gasket on that one, and actually kind of melted the area where the cylinder head failed, right? It just made it kind of pitted, or it made it rough. It's like it melted some of the aluminum and it made it just like, and it hardened again, and it created that pitting on that head, or on that cylinder head, and then it also it's leaking coolant into the cylinders. So some people on the internet are saying that it mainly fails in these 2 cylinders, but they also fail in the other 1 and 4, because people are saying all the heat is centralized in the middle. But no, I've seen them leak into this one and also into that one. So yeah, it's not just those 2 cylinders. It leaks into all cylinders, I found. So yeah, the other thing is, these little grooves that allow coolant through it, and there's not a whole lot of material to prevent that from burning through and then leaking coolant in. So that's the other thing. Something that I thought maybe it could be a possibility, but it's probably not as common, because a lot of manufacturers are going to open deck. What that means is this is all opened up, right? And when you have a closed deck, it has more rigidity. So when you have an open deck, So as the piston goes up and down, these bores actually will move slightly back and forth. And what happens is, well, if your cylinder head bolts aren't clamping down on your head gasket enough, they could be, wearing into your head gasket, right? Just, very little movements. It's very minute, but it does happen. But other manufacturers do it, so I don't think it's a major issue. It's just, I think it's everything all at once, and it's how this engine was created or engineered. I think it's just there's a couple of things that I don't know if you guys have any comments. Let me know down below why these head gaskets fails. But this is my version and what I think why it's failing. And then you can see this one doesn't have a head gasket issue, but you can start seeing where it's starting to burn through, right here. See where that is, right? But usually when you see it burn through, it's completely burned through. So this one doesn't have a head gasket issue, but you kind of see signs of where it's gonna start leaking from, right? Maybe not this area, because there's a whole lot more material here than it is here. So yeah, this thing has pretty low mileage, so it's not at that time of where it usually fails, around the mileage of just over 100,000 kilometers. This one has just 80, so hasn't burned through, but you can definitely start seeing signs of it. And how I would fix this issue right now is, in my opinion, if I could, because a lot of people who come in for warranty, they're not expecting to pay for anything. So if we do go aftermarket with a better head gasket, or stronger head bolts with more torque, customers aren't going to pay for it because we're a dealership, right? And yeah, they expect it be covered under warranty and not have to pay for anything. So we get a lot of those customers that kind of like, hey, this is warranty, why should I be paying for it, kind of thing. So that's the other thing that we have to deal with. But in my opinion, how I'm going to fix this engine with what we have, better head gasket material, maybe more than 2 layers of head gasket, better head bolts, right? And more clamping force on that head gasket, so it doesn't burn through into that slot where the coolant jacket is, or not coolant jacket, but the slot for where the coolant's going through. But yeah, I don't know why they put the groove there. I'm assuming it's got to do with expansion from heat, especially when you're turbocharging. It's got to be some kind of something to allow it to expand and contract. That's what I think. But anyways, what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. Yeah, this is my version of it. So anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.